Now, let me give you another question. This is a disk and this is a rod. This is a disk of mass m radius r and this is a rod of mass m2 length l. This is m1 and r. The disk is rigidly welded. The disk is rigidly welded. In the first case, I have done this question with you. Am I right? One case was hinged and the second case was welded. Did I do it? Yeah. In both the cases, in the first case, the disk is hinged here also and hinged here also. And the disk is free to rotate. In the second case, the disk is welded to the rod. This is proper welding. Now, in both the cases, for small oscillations, find the time period. Try to do it with clarity. Okay, let me explain. It is a simple question if you have understood the crux. Please see this. If I give it a small displacement d theta from the equilibrium position, please see this. D theta, anti-clockwise. Now let me mark all the forces. Please see. Some normal reaction here, Ny, Nx. There will be M2G. There will be M1G. These are the external forces. These are the external forces. Why am I not taking the normal reaction Ny, Nx here in the hinge? Because that is an internal force of the rod and the disc. I am going to assume the rod and the disc as one system. So the total external forces acting on this system are these, as shown by the red color. These are the only external forces acting on the system. Is everyone clear about it in the free body diagram? Yes. Now please see this. This whole motion will be pure rotation about this axis. So I need to find torque about this, and torque is equal to I alpha. Is the torque, what is the direction of, what is the torque due to Ny? 0. What is the torque due to Nx? 0. Why is it 0 about this axis? What is the torque due to M2G? Tell me fast. M2G into perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance is L by 2 sine d theta. L by 2 sine d theta. So now, if I apply a torque about this due to M2G, so torque will be M2G L by 2 sine d theta. And please see this. Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Be alert. This force is downwards. It's trying to rotate this U this way. It is clockwise. This is clockwise. This is a clockwise torque. I have taken clockwise to be positive. Tell me what is the torque due to M1G? Fast. It will be plus, because that is also clockwise, M1G L by 2 sine d theta. Cos कौन बोल रहा है? Yes, I intentionally did this. Now, this is the net torque and it is clockwise due to both, yes or no? Is it clockwise due to both? Yes. Net torque is equal to I alpha. Where should I find the moment of inertia? About which axis? About that point. Yes, जिसके about torque लिया उसी के about. So I about this will be in the first case when it is hinged. Is the disc going to rotate? Yes or no? Yes. No. I discussed it with you. When it is hinged in the first case, the disc will not rotate at all because there is no torque acting on the disc alone. So for the disc, there is no rotation happening. Why? If I make a free body diagram of the disc, there is Nx, Ny dash, there is Nx dash, but the net torque about the center of the disc is 0. There is no torque acting on the disc. So the disc is actually... No, second वाले में होगी. Arey, have I not done this with you? Everyone's attention must be on the board. It's a very intricate and a very good concept. I want all of yours attentions on the boards. Now, please see this. The only difference in the first case and second case will be how we write the moment of inertia. I am telling you very clearly right now. I'll explain. After 1 minute, I'll explain this. I am telling you very clearly, when the disk is hinged, it is free to rotate, but the net torque about the center of mass of the hinge, if you make a free body diagram of the disk, you will realize net torque is zero. The disk will not rotate at all. When the disk will not rotate, it will behave like a point mass moving in a circle of radius L. So the moment of inertia of this disk about this axis will be m1 L square. The moment of inertia of this disk about this will not be according to parallel axis theorem. Please pay attention to me. मैंने ये क्वेश्चन आपके साथ क्लास में डिस्कस किया हुआ है, मैं फिर से कर देता हूँ. प्लीज पे अटेंशन. इसकी एप्लीकेशन हर जगह लगेगी. यूरोडॉफ के क्वेश्चंस भी इससे सिमिलर से हैं, अभी बताऊंगा कैसे हैं. जस्ट थोड़ी देर अटेंटिव रहिए और थोड़ी देर बाद आपको वो उस चेन, उस लाइन के इनफाइनाइट क्वेश्चन समझ में आएंगे, चमकेंगे, और अगर नहीं क्लियर हुआ तो नहीं चमकेंगे. देखिएगा. फर्स्ट केस आई एम टेकिंग दिस डिस्क इज हिंज्ड हियर and hinged here. Rod is suppose massless and I leave it from here. Now I am marking some 4 points, imaginary points on the disc. A, B, I mark C, D. Please see this. I mark them. Now when I leave this disc, yes. अब आपको चमका. 1 महीने पहले, 2 महीने पहले कभी किया होगा, भूल गए अभी. Everyone now pay attention. बाय हार्ट कर लीजिए. सुरभि इसको लिख लीजिए अभी, बाय हार्ट कर लीजिए. Now please see this. If I make a free body diagram of this disc in any position, at any position, you will realize the forces acting on the disc are, one is mg, one is some vertical normal reaction in the hinge, and one is some horizontal normal reaction in the hinge. These are the 3 forces acting on the disc. 1, 2, 3. There is no other force. The rod is not touching the disc at any other point. So only at the center it is hinged. These are the 3 forces. If you find the net torque of these forces about the center of mass, what is the torque? Tell me.
0.
So will the disc rotate at all? It was at rest. Initially it will remain at rest always because there is no external torque acting on the disc. Do you understand this concept? So will AB line remain AB vertical? Initially it is vertical. Will it remain vertical always? Yes or no?
Yes.
So when the disc reaches the lowest position, can you tell me where will be AB? A will be here, B will be here, and C will be horizontal, D will be horizontal. Everywhere the A, B during all the processes, in between also, AB remained vertical, CD remained. The disc didn't rotate at all. The disc moved in a circle of radius L. Please understand this. In the case of hinge, this was the motion. So the disc didn't rotate about its own center of mass. It just moved like a point mass in a circle of radius L. There was no spinning about its own center of mass. So the moment of inertia of this disc about this axis, will it be according to parallel axis theorem or will it be according to ml square only?
ml square.
Yes. This should be crystal clear. Now, in this case, when I was writing net torque, after writing net torque, I wanted to write I alpha. Tell me, in the case of hinge, what will be I? I about this axis will be what? For the disc, it will be m1 L square. The disc is moving in a circle of radius L. It is not rotating about its own center of mass. Plus, the moment of inertia of the rod about this hinge will be what? And this net torque is equal to I alpha. This is the term I had to write. In the first case when it was hinged, please go back and write it down for the hinged case. Net torque is equal to I alpha. And in the second case, I will change. In the case of welding, I will be different. I'll tell you what will be the difference. This is the first case when it is hinged. So note it down, please. Net torque is equal to alpha. I am writing the other side also. Net torque was, I am reminding you again, it was m1g into L sine d theta clockwise plus m2g into L by 2 sine d theta. This was the net torque clockwise. And net torque is equal to I alpha. This is the case of hinge. Please write it down. Nahi, the second case will also make sense. Just wait. And there are a lot of questions based on this. In the second case, it's very difficult, counterintuitive, that if the disc is here, how can it rotate when it is welded? When it is welded rigidly. If you see, when the disc has come down, if you just observe one simple fact, the line which was vertical AB and the line which was horizontal CD, can you tell me now AB will be where? AB will now be horizontal and CD will be vertical. Don't you think the body has rotated about its own center of mass? The inclination, the line which was vertical, the line AB is now horizontal. Now, have you seen this? Have you understood this? And one more thing, when it is welded, don't you think the rod and the disc both are what? One rigid body, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If they are one rigid body, if I say angular velocity about this is omega, so what is the angular velocity about center of the disc? Omega. Every point has same angular velocity about every other point on the rigid body. So every point of the disc is rotating about the center of the disc. And though it is very counterintuitive because the disc is welded, so we feel how can it rotate? Now please pay attention to this. Please see this. I have given you this example earlier also. I am giving it to you today also. This pan that I am holding in my hand is rigidly welded to my hand. Please see this. Now if I start rotating about this vertical axis like this, I have rotated pi by 2. Can you tell me, has the pen also rotated? Kitna? Pi by 2. Now I have rotated 180 degrees. Has the pen rotated? If I have rotated back, has the pen again come back? Yes. If my angular velocity is omega, what is the angular velocity of the pen about its own vertical axis? Omega. Omega, rigid body theorem. Every point of the pen as observed from any other point on the pen will have angular velocity omega because it's a part of the same rigid body. So when there is rigid body, when there is welding, it's behaving like a rigid body. So if there is omega, if it has rotated 90 degree about this axis, the body also, the disc also has rotated how much? 90 degree clockwise. Same. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Now in this case, what will be I? The net torque will be same. Net torque is equal to I alpha. What will be I? Will I take parallel axis theorem for disc? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I'll say M R square by 2 plus ML square. This is for the disc. Plus for the rod, it will be ML square by 3. This will be I. Now in the second I into alpha. Net torque is equal to I alpha. I will be this. For the disc, now we will take moment of inertia about its own axis because there is rotation about its own axis plus point mass ki taraf. ML square, parallel axis theorem. In the first case, we were avoiding the rotation about its own axis. Please understand the difference.